Friends, I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav. In the last lecture, we have studied the course structure for SY BTech Civil Engineering. Also, we have studied the detailed syllabus of surveying from Unit 1 to Unit 6. So, in this lecture, I am going to start with the first unit, that is compass and plane table survey. So, in this unit, I am going to discuss the introductory part of the first unit. So, starting with the definitional part. Definition of surveying. Surveying is the art of determining the relative positions of different objects on the surface of the earth by measuring the horizontal distances between them and by preparing a map to any suitable scale. Thus, in surveying, measurements are taken in horizontal plane alone. So, in short, surveying is nothing but these are the measurements which are made in horizontal plane. Next one, leveling. Leveling is the art of determining the relative vertical distances of different points on the surface of earth. Therefore, in leveling, the measurements are taken only in vertical plane. So, when we want to do the measurements in horizontal plane, that process is called as surveying, and when we are doing the measurements in vertical plane, that process is called as leveling. So, in case of leveling, by measuring vertical heights, by measuring vertical elevations or heights of different points, we can get the elevations or reduced levels of that particular points. Next one, object of surveying. As we know, the surveying is one of the most important subject of civil engineering. Whatever the different civil engineering projects are there, maybe road projects, railway project, construction of dams, these projects, or before starting of this project, survey of that particular area is most important. Hence, the main object of surveying is to prepare a map or plan to show the relative positions of the object on the surface of earth. The map is drawn to some suitable scale. It shows the natural features of area or country such as towns, villages, rivers, hills, valleys, forest, etc. Map may also include details of different engineering works such as roadways, railways, irrigation canals, dams, etc. So, the main object of surveying is to prepare map or plan for any project related to civil engineering or maybe related to other branches of engineering. Next, we are going to study the different uses of surveying. First use, to prepare a topographical map which shows the hills, valleys, rivers, villages, towns, forest, etc. of a particular area or a country, topographical maps. Second one, to prepare cadastral maps showing the boundaries of fields, houses and other properties, called as cadastral map. Then, to prepare an engineering maps showing the details of engineering works such as roads, railways, reservoir, irrigation canals, dams, etc. Next uses, to prepare military maps showing the roads and railway communication routes with different parts of country. Such a map also shows the different strategic point important for the defense of a particular country. Next use, to prepare contour map to determine the capacity of reservoir or dam and to find the best possible route for road construction or railway line construction. Next use, to prepare a geological map showing areas including underground resource exists in particular area. Next, to prepare an archaeological map including places where ancient temples or relics exist. So these are all about the different uses of surveying. Next, important principles of surveying. So there are two principles of surveying. One, to work from whole to the part, and second one, to locate a new station by at least two measurements, maybe linear measurement or angular one, from a fixed reference point or from a fixed reference line. Now, as per this principle, according to this principle, the whole area is first enclosed by main stations called as control stations and main survey lines, that is control lines. This area is then divided into number of parts by forming well conditioned triangles. Well conditioned triangles means the side should be same as far as possible. A nearly equilateral triangle is considered to be the best well conditioned triangle. The main survey lines measured are measured very accurately with a standard chain or tape or maybe other modern instruments. Then the sides of the triangles are measured. The purpose of this process is to prevent accumulation of error. During this procedure, if there is any error in the measurement of sides of a triangle, then it will not affect the other works. The error can always be detected and eliminated. Or in other way we can say, if we start from part to the whole, so whatever the error introduced in the measurement of smaller length of lines, then that error may accumulate or will get increased while measuring the boundary lines of that particular survey, and hence always while doing the survey for large area we have to start from whole to the part, means bigger line first and the interior survey is done after that. So this is regarding first principle, to work from whole to the part. Then second principle, to locate a new station by at least two measurements, linear or angular, from a fixed reference point or from a fixed reference line. Now as per this principle, the new stations should always be fixed by at least two measurements, as I have told, linear or angular, from a fixed reference point. Linear measurements refers to horizontal distances measured by a chain or tape, and angular measurement refers to the magnetic bearing or horizontal angles measured by prismatic compass or theodolite. Now below some sketches are given. First one, suppose we want to fix up the position of R. Then by knowing distance PR and PQ, we can fix up the position of new stations R. Second one, suppose PQ is a reference line and we want to fix up the position of R. Then setting angle at 90 degree and laying length SR, we can fix up the position of point R. Then third figure, if PQ line is known and if the angle between QR and PQ is known, we can fix up the position of R. Similarly, fourth figure, if angle at P and angle at Q is known, say alpha and beta, and if that angles are laid, then intersection of the two angles will give the position of point R. And last one, if one angle and one length is known, we can fix up the new position of the station, say R. So this is regarding principles of surveying, first one and the second one. Thank you.